Hi, so it's been a while since I did a little bit of a rant over a cup of coffee. It's coffee, it must be the caffeine. But I felt compelled to say something. I was watching some videos, looking at videos, going, oh, I'm just not getting the views on YouTube, you know, and what should we do? And really, you've got to do what everybody else does. What everybody else does is put out videos of Wicca versus witchcraft and what kind of witch are you, and then they'll describe witchcraft for you, and they'll tell you that you've got to be a green witch or a kitchen witch or a hedge witch or this whole sort of cult of what type of witch are you. I mean, it just reduces everything to being, are you a Instagram witch? Are you a TikTok witch? Are you a YouTube witch? And to be honest, that is so shallow that I had to say something. A witch, yes, a witch will try and learn her craft from other people, and therefore it's natural to go out and to seek information. And we have this great resource called the internet, and you can find just about anything you want on there. But unfortunately, it's this whole issue of plastic witchcraft, and I've just had a look just 5 minutes ago about a couple of videos on Say No to Plastic Witchcraft. And to me, plastic witchcraft means something slightly different to just going out and buying the outfits and buying the goods and getting the makeup and making sure that your eyeliner is just the same as everybody else's eyeliner, only slightly more, and all that. And yeah, we are kind of our own worst enemies here. We fit the bill. We've got to fit the guidelines of creating the success of this capitalist world in the blooming denizens of witchcraft, which really, it should have nothing to do with that outside capitalist world. The witches who are getting views on, say, YouTube, they're very good. I'm not knocking them. They're creating quality content and they're very good at what they're doing, whereas I'm just sitting here drinking a cup of coffee with no makeup on. I haven't even brushed my hair. But they're sort of creating this culture of, it's misleading away from genuine witchcraft. It just takes us into some kind of fashion statement about what being a witch is about. We're all really reacting to, I'm a bit late on the bandwagon here, to Freya Norling's excellent video, Say No to Plastic Witchcraft. If you haven't seen that, go and see that. She's so right. It's not about your latest witch unboxing or which products, you know, you can use to make a spell. In fact, anyone who's trying to sell you a 30-second spell on TikTok or something are taking you away from a genuine craft, and a genuine craft is about learning to contact your own psychic qualities and learning from the spirits. And you really can't pick that up by buying a witch box or by investing in a crystal, or, you know, whatever the other complaints are really out there. And a lot of people are sat on the sidelines looking in at, you know, witchcraft videos and going, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be part of that culture. And I should be making a video right now that's like, oh, let's talk about our star and let's make a spell up for our star, and I'll give you this spell and it'll get me more views. And I'm going, I could invent something just to make sure I've got something up there that's got the right keywords that everyone's going to search for, so that I can actually get people to my channel to come and find me and give me more views, make me feel validated, whatever. But the other part of me is going, I don't want to do this anymore. I do not want to sell you plastic witchcraft, and the way I understand plastic witchcraft, I do not want to define to you what kind of witch you are, whether you should be wearing green because you're a green witch, or whether you should be wearing blue because you're a sea witch. I don't think these have any basis in historical witchcraft. They're something that people have just invented in the last few years to sell books, to sell merchandise, to sell a spirituality to you. And it's the same with plastic shamanism. Everybody wants to be a shaman, and everybody wants to be the best shaman, and you're not a shaman because I'm a shaman and I'm saying you're not a shaman, you know, and nobody who isn't indigenous could be a shaman except me. And I know because I learnt off indigenous people, and therefore I can tell you that you're not a shaman. And it's so bitchy, it really is. It's just, it is the worst in human nature to start having this like catfight over, you know, who's more genuine, and who can tell you the most categories so you can tick off your boxes and buy your right ingredients, and, you know, have more knowledge about what crystals do what. The whole commercialism of it is corrupt. I mean, I love crystals. I really did have a love for crystals. But the more we tell people to buy crystals, the more we're, you know, exploiting the earth and all she has to offer. So I don't want to tell you to buy citrine for happiness and rose quartz for love. I don't want to tell you to get some dragon's blood to create a spell about, you know, wealth or something. I really think that when you boil witchcraft down, you don't have spells that you can just show other people or sell to other people and expect that to work. In fact, amongst witch circles, the plastic Wiccans are a joke, you know, and we've got to bear that in mind. It's like the fluffy, you either have the fluffy Wiccan or the dark fluff Wiccan, and neither are really getting in touch with their true integrity of, you know, truly being up to their craft. Now, I don't want to insult everyone, because a lot of people are going, oh, I'm not like that, I'm genuine, you know. I'm sure you are. I'm sure there's a lot of people, and I'm sure a lot of people have been misguided, myself included. But to just like create a video and I'm going to show you this 3-minute spell, go off and do this spell and it's going to work for you. It's not going to work for you, because I haven't told you how to manifest, how to really get the conviction behind what you're doing, how to sort of create your own spell, not just follow somebody else's guide. I can't, you know, claim that if you make a bath salt you're going to become happy. It's all a bit too simplistic, and it really drives me mad. It really makes me think, I just don't want to be that kind of person. I don't want to follow that path. I don't want to create those women wrote videos that are thousands and thousands out there already that'll tell you what witch you are, and whether you should be a Norse witch or a Celtic witch or a, you know, a sea witch or a green witch or a hedge witch. They're all just titles. They're all just labels, and they take away from you being your genuine self. A witch is a witch. There's no point defining yourself as, you know, I am a kitchen witch, because a witch will use a little bit of everything. A witch will know what works for her, and you don't have to put a label on it. If anything, you know, don't even call yourself a witch these days, because that kind of it's become a commercial stereotype. A witch is somebody who wears incredibly sexy clothing and has fantastic nails and really super white teeth, you know, yeah, that's what you need to be a witch. If you don't fall into that category, then feel the shame, feel that shame that you don't look like that person, you haven't got that cleavage, or you're not wearing those clothes and those really expensive boots. And it just does for a lot of, it denigrates people's self-worth in many ways, because if you don't fit that stereotype, it's the whole thing about social media. You've got to look the part, you've got to do the super 30-second TikTok kind of spell, you know, and it's just ridiculous, you know, what kind of witch you are. It's a social media witch, really. That's all you're going to get if that's all you're looking for. I would love to know your opinions. I know I'm having a rant. I'm probably, you know, insulting quite a lot of people, but really, to sell out to that world is to lose your own power. And take back our power by not falling into that commercial trap, by not, you know, ticking the boxes of sort of fashion, really, fashion and narcissism. So really, I just wanted a quick rant about that. I know that I'm probably not covering as much in this subject as is going on in my head. The whole plastic witch thing, yes, it's about buying stuff instead of, you know, being a genuine, and I don't sell anybody anything, you know. Again, it feels a bit hollow. I understand that everybody's got to make a living, and I understand that this is the world we live in. But really, if you want to learn witchcraft, stop looking at the most popular videos and go and find those people who are genuine, who are having a bit of a laugh at the plastic witches, and who haven't got the views, who aren't going to do the typical fill out this search engine optimization keyword on your video result, because what you're going to get there is exactly the same kind of tripe you find all over the internet. So anyway, I'd love to know your opinion on that. Sorry about the rant. I'm sure I should have said more. If I do, I think of anything else, I'll make another video about it. So thank you for listening, and yeah, just bear in mind that witchcraft is an art that was taught in the old ways. It wasn't something you found on TikTok and Instagram. Alright, thank you. Cheers, bye.